November 2024. Against all odds, Donald Trump wins the election again, and in the very first month of 2025, he unleashes a wave of new policies that sends shockwaves across the globe, from resurrected global tariffs to a complete overhaul of America's space strategy. But the question on everyone's mind isn't just about politics, it's this. Is Trump returning to conquer space or to hide the truth about UFOs? One of Trump's earliest moves? Reinstating steep tariffs on China, the European Union, and even close allies like Mexico. Import taxes as high as 60% on key sectors, particularly those tied to advanced technologies. And his reasoning? We must protect American innovation, especially in the realm of space technology. But here's the twist. NASA's modern infrastructure doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's deeply global. From high-precision sensors built in Germany, to advanced optics developed in Japan, to launch pad systems co-designed with France, NASA depends on international partnerships. And now, with those partnerships strained or outright suspended, NASA faces an urgent crisis. Critical components for satellite systems are delayed. Collaborative deep space research missions with ESA and JAXA are frozen. Even Artemis's moon-based development hits a wall due to lack of foreign supplied parts. What was meant to protect American space dominance is suddenly isolating it. A former NASA administrator was quoted anonymously, "This isn't a tariff policy, it's a space blockade on ourselves." Flashback to 2020. Trump is asked in an interview about the infamous Roswell incident. He smirks and says, "I know some very interesting things about Roswell. I may release them one day." But fast forward to 2025, and Trump isn't talking. He's doing something far more deliberate. Internal leaks from the White House show he's formed a classified task force. Their mission? To monitor, restrict, and sanitize all documents related to UFOs and UAPs. Some insiders say this task force is modeled after the old MJ-12 program, the legendary Black Ops UFO committee that never officially existed. And that's not all. Certain NASA astrophysicists, working on data from the James Webb Space Telescope, are suddenly transferred to unrelated departments. Others are told they no longer have clearance to access telescope imaging data from distant star systems. Several high-ranking scientists have reportedly been silenced, forced into NDA agreements with direct links to the Department of Defense. One whistleblower told a news outlet, "It's not that NASA found aliens, it's that they found something, and now the military wants it classified." So is Trump just trying to clean house, or is he militarizing the unknown? During his first term, Trump created the Space Force. But in his second term, something even bigger is taking shape. SpaceX and Blue Origin, the two biggest private players in the US space industry, are suddenly forced into exclusive contracts with the government. Their new mission? No longer exploration. Now it's strategic dominance. The Artemis program, once envisioned as a scientific push to establish human presence on the moon, is rebranded. Introducing Operation Domination Moon. America will be the first and only nation with a permanent lunar military base, Trump declares at a press event. The new goals: military communication hubs, defense satellites on the moon's orbit, early warning systems for interplanetary threats. SpaceX's Starship, once touted for Mars exploration, is now reportedly being modified for payloads not disclosed to the public. And Blue Origin's Blue Moon lander? No longer science-focused. It's now part of a strategic defense initiative. An anonymous contractor working on the project told a reporter, "It's like NASA became the Pentagon's shadow department. Space is no longer the final frontier. It's the next battleground." It's now March 2025. A strange notification hits deep space enthusiasts across the globe. The Deep Space Network, NASA's backbone for space communications, goes silent on specific frequency bands. The public access feed suddenly cuts off certain radio signals from a probe orbiting the outer edge of the solar system. Coincidence? Not likely. Then comes the real bombshell. A NASA engineer, speaking under anonymity, reveals that in February 2025, anomalous structures were detected on the very fringe of our solar system. The source? We found non-random geometric patterns in an asteroid belt beyond Neptune. The structures don't appear natural, but within 2 weeks, the project was shut down. Funding frozen, all data encrypted, access restricted to military personnel only. Why? Nobody knows. But insiders suspect Trump ordered the project termination, citing national security interests. Could this be proof of extraterrestrial intelligence, or just a massive overreaction? One thing is clear, something's happening beyond Pluto, and we're not being told the whole story. Donald Trump's second term might not just be about politics. It could be the beginning of a shadow war, not one fought on Earth, but far above it in space. If UFOs, alien life, or mysterious structures truly exist out there, then Trump might be the first to know, and the one choosing to keep it hidden. But this is just the beginning. In the next episode on No Way, we dive into a far bigger question: space war. What are the US, China, and Russia preparing? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I want to know the truth to make sure you don't miss what's coming next, because the real war might already be underway, and it's not the one you're thinking of.